NBC News chief White House correspondent Peter Alexander with more on this NBC News exclusive, the president considering a trip to Europe for the 1 year mark of the war in Ukraine. Peter, good morning. What else do we know?
Well, our team first to report these new details, including the fact, according to two sources, that the Biden White House is considering Poland among those possible destinations in Europe where the president would go in the next month. Of course, February 24th of 2022, that was the date when Russia invaded Ukraine. That means that we're barely 4 weeks away from the 1 year anniversary. The White House, we are told, has been working behind the scenes to try to find an appropriate and proper way to mark this 1 year anniversary. And a trip to Ukraine, obviously, Jose, would be an opportunity for the president to demonstrate his appreciation and his respect for the resilience of the Ukrainian people, an effort that the U.S. and its allies have tried to support from the very start, and also a way to demonstrate the unity, the continued unity between the U.S. and its Western allies. The latest example of that, as you've been discussing, the provision of these 31 M1 Abrams tanks following the announcement by Germany that it would be providing about 14 of its Leopard 2 tanks as well. We are told by the White House that no final decisions have been made about travel to Europe. There was nothing on the schedule, but obviously this is the White House that recognizes the significance of this anniversary. Another possible conversation has surrounded the idea of trying to have the announcement of another military package, the announcement of billions of more dollars being directed to Ukraine on that 1 year mark. At this point, no final decisions have been made, Jose.
And Peter, no final decision other than the possibility of Poland, of whether the president would go into Ukraine or not. I mean, we've seen leaders from Western Europe and pretty much throughout the world visit Zelensky in Kyiv before. There is really no fine-tuning yet on whether the president would go to Ukraine.
Yeah, no, we don't know that at this point. Obviously, that comes with unique security challenges for this White House, for the president's detail as well. So it's not something about which I expect you would hear a lot of specificity, even if they were considering it right now. But it does very much leave open the door that the president could go to Poland, where so many of the refugees have flooded as a function of this awful war, now approaching a year, which would allow him conceivably to cross the border to sort of demonstrate his united front alongside President Zelensky and the Ukrainian people. Again, though, at this point, there's no specific details about whether Ukraine would be on a possible itinerary.